I am actually driving right now up to Grafton, Wisconsin. Once a month I go up to Wisconsin. I've got a gentleman that I work with, and we do monthly summits for small business owners and entrepreneurs and sales and marketing professionals. And I'm driving up there, and there was something I wanted to touch on. I know Thanksgiving just passed. I know Christmas is kind of on its way, and there's Christmas music and all of that everywhere. And what I wanted to make this video about, and that I'm convicted to make this video about, gratefulness and thankfulness, and how do you do that in light of the economy? How do you do that in light of, people losing jobs and, the whole, everything that's going on in the TV or whatnot. And I'll tell you how what I've done that's kept my head up, and what I've heard from other people that I, am friends with, or people that mentor me, or people that I listen to, and what they're doing, and I'll tell you what it is, and this is something you can use no matter what your situation is. And that is, yes, the economy may be the way it is, but I want to ask you this: what good does it do? What good does it do to talk about it all the time, and to dwell on it all the time, and to, think about how bad it is, and put all your energy into the problem? It's like, you ever have like a problem with a boyfriend or girlfriend, okay, or like a friend or a coworker that's driving you crazy, and you think that by the more people you talk to about it and the more you think about it, like, the better you're going to feel. But it makes you feel worse, doesn't it? Like, isn't that the truth? Like, the more you talk about, like, and then she said this, and then he did this, and then they went and did this without you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes it bigger. It makes it worse. And all you're doing is talking and talking and putting all this energy around, the problem, instead of, what am I doing about this? How can I make this better? What can I do? And not only that, but taking your eyes off that and saying, you know what, that may be happening. Okay, there may be losing jobs, even though people have been losing jobs since the beginning of time. And people have been going into foreclosure since the beginning of time. And our country and the world has had recessions many, many times before. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize, well, if you borrow more than you can afford, and you're making, $50,000 a year, and maybe you'll get a pay raise to make maybe $52,000 or $55,000 a year, that in 5 years, unless you're doing something different than working at your current job, unless you've figured out a way to make more money to increase your income instead of saving, by the way, because you can't, I'm sure you know by now, you can't save your way to wealth, then yeah, you're not going to be able to afford it. If you're not doing anything different, you're still going to be in the same place. You're not going to be able to afford it, and yes, the nation is going to go into, a recession because of the housing market, because we stretched ourselves too thin, and we got greedy. Okay, can we just be honest? We got greedy, and we wanted the big house, and we wanted to keep up with the Joneses now. We didn't want to wait. We didn't want to save the money and buy it in whole. We wanted, So what I found is being thankful and focusing your eyes on the things that you do have, focusing your eyes on the things that you are grateful for, focusing your eyes on, just open up and look around. Let me give you an example. I was driving here, and this is not to sound preachy. This is to help you get out of your own emotional funk. Because I was talking with somebody today, and I said, why is it that we don't talk about emotions and philosophy in school? Like, that's one of the most important lessons, because most of us are run by our emotions. And subconsciously, too. We do things subconsciously. Why isn't this something that we are taught and aware of? Right? Why don't we get a lot done? Well, because we're run by our emotions. Today I feel like doing this, or I feel like doing this project, or I feel like doing that project. Instead of being told, okay, here's the plan, here is my highest priority, here's the first thing I need to get done, and the emotional feel good, because we do deserve to feel good, but feeling good at the end after you've achieved the goal, rather than trying to have little cheap cop-off like junk food versions of feeling good all day long. Have a quick little sugar here, have a little this, have a little that. We're so impulsive all day long just to try to feel good. Have a coffee here, and not to say that I don't do these things too. But instead of a deeper satisfaction, another level of satisfaction, which is doing the things that we need to do to get where we want to go. I'll say that again. Doing the things we need to do now to get where we want to go. So if we want to, increase our income, we want to double our income, then we have to do something different than we're currently doing. Does that make sense? So when we're currently doing, when we watch TV, maybe we're going to have to, go and sit down and focus and read and learn about how to write a sales letter, or how to, go to a networking event and learn some people skills. How do I go to a networking event and meet people that can help me with my project? Or how do I learn how to fundraise for this nonprofit? Or do you know what I mean? And if you're not building your skills and learning new things about where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, and learning, okay, well, how do I make money outside of my job? How else do I make money? If my job gives me this much money and I want to exceed that, well, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make money outside of my job.